Yes. Of course. Yes, yes. I'll surely come. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank. Well, friends, that was a phone call. Even before I could thank the person hung up on me. And this has happened to me way too often. I have had this thing with my friends, with associates who just are in so much of a hurry to put their phones down that they do not even hear the last word. And that is something which is very distressing, and I feel it comes across as very rude. And I feel that it is important that we use this particular instrument, this power machine that we have in our hands, very carefully and in a way where we will come across as people with good manners and good etiquette. And that is why I'm making this particular video. This video is going to be all about how we can use our phones to the best possible way, and how you can come across as a person who is warm, who is loving, and who is caring before they keep the phone down or while talking and while speaking. So friends, I'm making this particular video because there was something which triggered this thought in me today. I had made a phone call to a private bank, not to the State Bank of India. They have lovely people there. This is a private bank. I was asking for some help and some information, and the person on the other end did not even greet me. It was like it was in the morning that I called, and the person just said, "Yes, okay, all right, yes, please come over before 3 o'clock." So I was like, I could not even introduce myself. I wanted to say I found your number from another friend and things like that, but then the person just wasn't willing to hear and hurriedly kept the phone down. I thought that was very humiliating, because if a person from that particular bank wants clients or would have wanted to transform me into one of their customers, that person could have made an effort to speak to me nicely, to speak to me courteously, to speak to me with respect, so that I would have thought, wow, this bank is really good. I might think of opening up an account in this bank, but now I won't. I really won't, because I think that is not a customer friendly bank at all. So many a times I've noticed that people really do not know how to use this. They really do not know how to use this phone to the best possible manner. I remember I grew up during the times when there were landline phones, and landline phones were very cute, but we were not taught how to speak on that, but we always used to say hello, and then at the end of the whole conversation we would say, okay, bye, see you, thank you, and we'd say that. You know what impressed me? In 2004, I was chosen as a group study exchange student to go to Canada and to represent India as a student of peace and cultural understanding. And there we had to stay, the four of us, the four members from the northeast of India, we had to go and do a cultural exchange with 15 different families in Canada. And we had to stay in all these people's places for a day or two, and for these 15 days, for an entire month. So if it was 2 days, we had to stay with 15 different families, and we picked up so many beautiful things from these families. We learned about their culture, their food, their dressing habits, their what they did for their career, and all these things. There was one particular family who I was very, very impressed by, and the name of the person was Bob. And I remember every time he picked up the phone, when his phone call came, he was a real estate dealer, and whenever the phone came, he would say, "Hello, this is Bob, how can I help you?" That was such a beautiful way of addressing somebody over the phone, and I was really thoroughly impressed, and I have kept that habit with me for a long time, though I really don't practice it much here, because people really don't. I mean, here there's not, in India we don't have that culture of saying hello, how can I help you, until unless you're some the customer service department. But I think it's very important to address people in this manner, that of course when you're talking to a friend, they already know that you are who you are, but then when you are addressing a stranger, it is important to come across in a very well-mannered way, so that that person does not take you in the maybe like, you know, as if you're an enemy or something like that. But I remember my uncle, my mother's younger sister's husband, used to be such a wonderfully well-behaved person. I still remember in the landline, when he got a call which was not addressed to him, and it was a cross connection, or it was a wrong number which came across, he would be so nice, he would be so well behaved, and he would always say, oh no, this is not the number you are looking for. This is Professor Musliuddin Ahmed's home. So how can I help you? I mean, that was such a beautiful way of addressing a stranger who was making a mistake. And most of the time, what we do is we make mistakes, of talking rudely to people who, there is a mistake, who makes a mistake in making a call. Maybe that person is looking for someone else, and then the call comes to you. So how would you address that person? How would you behave with this person? Would you be saying, oh no, wrong number, why are you making a mistake, please check the number you have dialed, and then just don't call up like that? I think that it's absolutely natural. It's a very normal thing to make mistakes, and people do make mistakes. They might punch in a different number, and it might come directly to you. So how would you address that person if you're making a mistake? So you would definitely not address that person rudely, right? If you are in the right frame of mind, and if you have been brought up in a manner where you are asked to speak nicely to strangers also, so you wouldn't be speaking rudely to that person, you would be speaking very nicely. And I think it's important that we speak nicely. It doesn't mean for the girls, sometimes of course you do get into trouble if you speak nicely, so be careful when you speak nicely. Sometimes that gentleman might keep calling you back time and time again if you speak nicely. So be careful about how you speak. You might be a little strict, you might be but at the same time courteous. You might be strict, but you might be courteous, but not rude. So, you know, when you use the phone, please be nice, and if that person needs any help, you can definitely say. That person might be calling from somewhere else and might be saying that is this so and so, and you might be saying, no, that this is not so and so, I think you've made a mistake, can you recheck your number and dial again, because this is my number, I'm sure you're trying to reach somebody else. I have done that often, and that person is very apologetic and very nice, because when you speak nicely to somebody, that person responds in a similar manner. So I would request all of you to actually speak nicely on the phone, to handle the phone very carefully with a lot of courtesy, and to actually let the other person, the person you're calling or maybe you're receiving that call, to end the conversation and then put the phone down. I think it's very important. Even it shouldn't be like that if the person's halfway through a conversation and you've just switched off. I think it's happened with me more often with people also that I know very closely. It's happened with me, and it leaves a very distasteful kind of a feeling in the heart and in my head. I'm very emotional, so it leaves a lot of things like that. So I thought I'm going to share this with you. And even for people who are working in the front office, in any kind of offices, it's important how you deal with your customers. It's not like hello, and it's not like that. You have to know how to address the person, the customer on the other side, because you want that customer for life. Your company wants that customer for life. You do not want that customer to run away to some other organization or business where the front office is working very well. So you must be cheerful, you must be interactive, you must ask the person how you can help, and there are so many things to using the phone and addressing the person on the other side, and these are some of the things that we teach at I Am The Best: how to handle phone calls, how to handle your customers, how to make your business grow by just talking, and how to make your customers feel on top of the world when your front office person or your receptionist or someone is talking over the phone, and how somebody would say, well, I would like to be associated with this company, I would love to be associated with this organization, because the people on the phone speak so beautifully. That is what we want. And in I Am The Best, if you want to reach out to us and to give you the training that you need for your front office people, do reach us, because I will be giving all the information in the link below. And of course, like I always keep saying before I end my video, to please subscribe to my channel, and if you really like what you see, don't forget to press that like button, and also to share this video with your friends so that you can take this message across to other people as well. And we at I Am The Best wish only the best for all of you. With that, I'm going to say bye-bye, and I hope to get a call from all of you very soon. I love all of you so much.